Hi and welcome. I'm Kay Petrie, the owner of HopeYoga, located in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island, Canada. By watching this video today, you fully agree that you are healthy enough to perform exercise and fully release Kay Petrie and HopeYoga from any legal liability. Now let's begin. Today what we'll be doing is going over the full series of Sun Salutations. If you watched last month's installment, we went over the Modified Sun Salutations, and that's always an option for anyone that is only beginning their practice of yoga. So let's begin. In Sun Salutations, we start in mountain pose. So in mountain pose, we have our arms to our sides, our shoulders back and down. Our feet are firmly grounded, hip width apart. We gaze forward and we begin. In Sun Salutations, we're moving through a flowing series of poses. So I'll describe each pose as we go along, and then after we've gone through both sides, we'll go through again fully without the complete instructions on how to do so. So as I said, we start in mountain pose. We'll start by inhaling, bringing the arms up to the sky. Our shoulders are still back and down. Exhaling, we hinge from our hips, hinging forward, swan diving to the ground, bending our knees as deep as we need to here, bringing palms to the ground or fingertips to the ground. Inhaling, we come into monkey pose, nice straight back, gazing forward, bringing our hands to our shins. Exhaling, we come back down to the ground, bending our knees as deep as we need to so that we can place our hands on both sides of our feet. We're going to step back with our right foot for a full runner's lunge. Our knee is in line with our ankle. Our back heel is in line with our knee and our hip bone. From here, we can stay here. We can bring our hands to our hip, our thigh, or we can come into a crescent lunge. Exhaling, we bring our hands to either side of our foot, pushing back into downward facing dog. Our heels are working our way towards the ground. Our tailbone is working its way up towards the sky. We bend our knees if we need to here. Our palms are firmly grounded into our mat. Our fingertips are pointing forward. And to relieve pressure from our shoulders, we can have an external rotation in our elbows. We can gaze back at our toes. From here, inhaling, we come into a forward plank where our shoulders are slightly ahead of our wrists and our elbows. Nice neutral spine. Exhaling, we come into crocodile, which is a push-up. Elbows are close to our side. We're hovering off the ground. We're going to then come into upward facing dog. Flipping our toes, our knees are off the ground, slight back bend here, nice broad chest, shoulders are back and down, gazing up. On the reverse, we can add an extra little push-up if we wish. Coming back, exhaling into downward dog. From here, we're coming back into our lunge. We're going to bring our right foot up to the sky if we want to. Bringing that foot up between our hands. Bringing hand to our thigh. And then crescent lunge option for a full lunge. Exhaling, bringing our hands to either side of our foot. Stepping up. Bending our knees as deep as we need to. Reverse swan dive coming all the way up. And exhaling into chair. We're going to follow that through on the other side now, moving a little bit more quickly. Inhaling, coming up. Exhaling, hinging from the hips, bending our knees if we need to, fingertips to the ground. Inhaling for monkey, nice flat back, hands to our shins, gazing forward. Exhaling, hands down to the ground, stepping back with our left foot this time for a full lunge. Hands to thigh, and then up for crescent lunge. Gazing up at the sky, twisting our little pinkies in, Shoulders are back and down. Nice broad chest. Exhaling, squaring off our foot with our hands, pushing back into downward facing dog. Remembering that our heels are only working their way towards the ground, they're not necessarily touching the ground. Really sinking into this pose. And then we're going to inhale, shift forward through our hips, bringing our shoulders past our wrists and elbows. Exhaling for our crocodile. Inhaling for our upward facing dog. A little extra push-up if we want to before we come back into down dog. Let's lift that left leg up to the sky this time. Bringing that foot up in between our hands. Hands to thigh. Crescent lunge. Exhaling, squaring off our foot, stepping up, forward fold. Inhaling, coming all the way up. Exhaling into chair. Inhaling, coming up. Bringing our hands to heart center. And then back over to our sides. Now that is one full round of our sun salutations. It's highly recommended that you do anywhere from 2 to 8 or even more. It's a great workout. And I hope you enjoyed this segment of sun salutations for this month. Thank you so very much for listening. Namaste. Hi again. Just to add on to the video that just finished, what I'll do now is go through 2 or 3 rounds of the sun salutations, just in case you care to follow along without any voice. I'll be doing all of the motions and you can just do the workout with me. So here we go. And you can choose to do as many as you want in order to provide a great workout.